Welcome back to another episode of the JNL Sports Show. It is October 23rd. This is episode 14. Joined with me to my right,
Josh Marks,
and to my left, Luke Holman. Today we'll be going over some of the NBA news that has come out this week. World Series has started, 2 games in, and also some interesting NFL news that has come out within the past 24 hours, and obviously the Thursday night game, which was last night. But first, we got a new segment for you guys. I'd like to introduce John the Intern, a.k.a. our manager.
What's up, John?
How's it going, everybody?
How you doing?
You guys look really excited.
Yeah.
It's an honor to be on the show. I'm really excited about being in this attic.
It's a great place.
I love the duct tape over the windows and the cabinet hanging off the hinges over there. It looks
the numerous holes in the wall.
Well,
Quite the setup.
it is what it is, I suppose.
Yeah, we're living
At least
lavish
there's
up here.
power.
That is nice.
That's true.
There's electricity, which is
Yeah.
always a plus.
Especially when you're recording a podcast. That is,
You kind of need, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of clutch.
it is.
So,
Essential.
okay. My segment is going to be spotty. We don't know if it's going to be every week. We don't know if it's going to be every month.
Could be the only one. Who
Yeah,
knows?
whatever. Who knows? My segment is going to be the you hate to see it moments of the week. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight moments that you hate to see. Genuinely, authentically, and sarcastically. You just hate to see it.
There are a lot of those in the sports world, unfortunately.
So, this week, we're going to start it off at number 3. It's going to be a top 3 countdown, and I might throw in some honorable mentions if we have time. Number 3 on the you hate to see it moments of the week list is going to have to be the Luke Holman Zoltar meme dying almost as fast as it started.
Really is probably the biggest tragedy to happen on the
Yeah.
show so far.
It was
I mean,
tough time.
It lasted about 4 days.
Yeah.
Other than he's
I was
doing
riding
good.
high for a little bit.
You're doing good. You're doing good in football predictions. It's just
It's disappointing.
the Rays really screwed you.
No.
No,
I-
the Braves.
The Braves
There
screwed
you
them. The
go.
Rays did help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Braves
Yeah.
screwed them.
Let
I
me
mean,
down.
I don't think you understand. He's not doing just good in football predictions. You're getting beat by 10.
Yeah, I'm getting beat
And
by
Noah's
10.
down by a solid Finsky.
It's
Yeah.
he's doing pretty good. I don't know what you want.
I will say it, though. It is kind of on you for picking an Atlanta team. You're
Yeah,
just
I mean,
I've since realized where I went wrong.
not
I
a
mean-
good call there.
It's honestly, there's no excuse for that.
You just hate to see it.
Yeah.
really.
You
That-
hate
you-
to see
you
it.
do hate
Yeah,
to
you
see
hate
it.
to
I mean,
see
yeah.
it.
You do.
All right. Number 2, with the breaking news. Antonio M.F. Brown getting signed to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Is this serious?
It seems like only 4 episodes ago we were talking about how there's no way Leonard Fournette would sign there because they don't need him and they have too many weapons.
Yeah.
And here we are fucking 3 weeks later and they're just signing the best wide receiver of our generation. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised that Luke Zoltar Holman didn't see it coming.
I didn't know if he was going to be on a team this year at all. I didn't think that.
Yeah, I think it just came out yesterday or the day before that teams were actually looking at him because his 8-week suspension is up pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up next week?
Yeah,
Yeah.
next week is his last week, so.
Now, but
Week 9. Hope
they
he did.
can suspend him further still, though, correct?
I believe so, but
Like
I think his
Goodell?
court case has kind of been swept under the rug for a while since
Oh,
COVID
wow.
happened. So I think he'll be good for at least this season. He comes back and they play the Saints. His first game back is against the Saints, which Tampa lost to week 1.
Yeah.
Which you love to see that.
Yeah, but they're
So
clicking
that's a
now.
Very
and then-
important game is what you're.
Yes,
what you're saying.
quite a large
no,
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Kind of
I mean,
important.
if you're a Tampa fan, you obviously
Yeah,
don't hate to see it,
Obviously,
but
you love to see it.
everywhere else in the world,
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really hate to
especially
see
in
it.
New England,
See,
you
we-
absolutely
Yeah. I
hate
mean,
to
yeah.
see
Yeah.
Tom Brady getting everything he ever wanted in New England and Florida.
Yep.
It's a sad
This
thing
is
to
what
watch.
this is what
Yep.
old white people do when they retire.
Uh-huh.
They go from New England and they go to Florida. This is just what happens.
Make a shit ton of new friends.
Make a lot of new friends. Forget about their old friends.
Edelman's on the outside.
Yeah.
Looking in.
Yeah.
He's like singing Adele.
Yeah.
And Gronk and Antonio Brown and Brady are all in the house having a party.
It's all unfortunate.
I mean,
I wonder if Antonio Brown's going to stay at Tom Brady's house again. Because he did that when he moved to New England. Tom Brady was like, yeah, come live with me. Or Jeter could probably hook him up with a house. Because he's just throwing, houses.
Didn't that happen?
Jeter threw Brady
Jeter
a
just
house.
was like, yeah, take it. He's like, you got a spot for me to stay
Yeah.
while I'm in town?
Yeah.
And Jeter was like, yeah, fam, I got you. Just keep the spot.
Yep.
That's nuts. First of all, that's the only Yankee I've ever had respect for in my life.
Correct.
Yeah.
Second of all, the amount of money you have to give away a house?
I'm sure Giselle
For
and Tom
funsies?
Brady are paying
Just
quite a bit of money for it.
I saw an interview that they were actually paying rent, quote unquote, and then Jeter was like, you know what, just forget the whole thing. Just keep it. I don't even want it anymore now that you've been there. So, for honorable mentions for the You Hate to See It, moments of the week, is going to be Odell Beckham Jr. getting banned from LSU for 2 years for handing out cash to players.
That's a big no-no in the NCAA.
Yeah.
We call that people making money, and the NCAA is not
They
about
don't
people
like that.
making money.
That is correct.
So
Yeah.
that's why I feel like LSU didn't want to ban him as much as it was the NCAA being like, unless it was because he was high, because he was not in a great place during the LSU game. That's also a possibility.
Yeah,
Jinkies.
you're just passing out $100 bills. They said $2,000 worth, but it was probably more.
Why did he go into a stadium with $2,000 in his pocket?
Odell Beckham Jr. He has millions of dollars.
Why not?
Yeah, why
It's
not?
just so
You can.
dumb. He's going to be one of those players that like goes broke after retirement because he spends too much and he has.
$2,000 to him is like a fucking bag of nickels to us. He's fine. He'll be fine for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, he still has plenty of years left in his career,
Yeah.
so he'll be
100%.
making even more millions, and he'll probably have endorsements and everything else. And he'll be sitting in his mansion getting shit on for his pleasure.
Both
retiring.
literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
Mostly literally, though.
Glad you brought that up. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Good pull.
Yeah, I mean, is it? You haven't brought up your fantasy team name on the podcast. have
It's
you?
actually changed since then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my
well,
team
you
name-
started the year with a very clever fantasy.
Yeah,
team
I
name.
drafted Odell in like the second round just for the purpose to put my team name as Get Shit On. And then my team started getting shit on quite badly.
Yeah.
So I changed it. Because
So,
I mean,
it worked just in the opposite way that you.
yeah,
that
someone
you
was
thought.
getting shit on. It was just unfortunately me.
Yeah.
Taking
It
the
was
shit.
110% you.
I mean, when you have Antonio Brown on your team, it's kind of goes along with it. You're getting shit on because Odell likes getting shit on. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Did you just say Antonio
Yeah,
Brown?
what is Antonio Brown?
not Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham Jr.
You said Antonio Brown,
Yeah.
then Odell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
This
they're
is a
both...
really, really professional podcast.
Yeah,
guys.
you know.
Made me
They're
super confused
they're
for a
both
second.
receivers.
Yeah, I was so.
They
I
are
was so
both
lost.
they are both quite similar.
Yeah,
It's
they're
just
both receivers with interesting.
one of them throws a fit on the
personalities.
field, the other one throws it off the field.
Yeah.
That's really the
Yeah,
only difference.
yeah,
between
I
them.
think that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. In the last number one moment you hate to see of the week, number one you hate to see it moment of the week is going to have to be just last night on Thursday Night Football. Daniel Fumble Jones getting eaten by the turf monster when he was inside the 15-yard line.
My man ran 80 yards,
dude, and
had nothing but open space, and just fucking got sniped.
What was his
Yeah.
speed too? Didn't they say it was
They
like
said he was close to
23
Tyreek Hill's top speed from this year.
His top
The man was zooming.
his top speed on that run was faster than any top speed for Lamar Jackson's runs throughout the entire season.
That is nuts.
Lamar Jackson's highest was 21 miles per hour exactly.
New York
and
quarterbacks
his
and
was-
Ghost do
Yeah.
not have a good history together.
and
So here's my
Jones
theory. My
ran-
theory
yeah.
on it is that Daniel Fumble Jones was actually running for his life.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
quite possible.
it's possible.
That explains it.
I mean, there's
Doesn't have an offensive line, so he was going to
Nobody.
die.
Yeah.
And he lost Saquon week, 2?
Yeah.
I know, because I drafted him number 2 overall in fantasy. Thank you.
Rip.
The man was legitimately running for his life.
Wait, hold on. You drafted Saquon number 2 overall?
Correct.
Interesting.
I think I just found another honorable mention, and you hate to see it, and it's gotta
Yeah,
be
yeah.
drafting Saquon number 2 overall in fantasy.
That's 100%
So who was
an honorable
McCaffrey
mention.
was number 1, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
was number 3?
Zeke.
For running, probably.
Zeke was,
Damn, you
and I
chose-
mean, that's another thing you hate
Yeah.
to see
You chose
on Monday
Zeke.
Night Football is
Yeah.
Zeke coughing it up twice in the
He
same
almost
game.
lost his game because of it.
I won
Yeah.
by 2 points.
Yeah.
I know. I heard when they said on the Joe Buck and the busiest man on the planet was saying that Zeke has never even fumbled twice in the same game in college or in high school. The man had to he's never fumbled twice in the same. You had to go back to Pee Wee flag football to figure out the last time that man fumbled twice in the
and
same
it's like
game.
the one game he absolutely. I mean, Dak's out, so
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have to have Zeke carry.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's gonna do that. And then they scored on both of those drives. I think they
Yeah,
were
they
down
scored.
14-0 from that.
Yeah, because the Eagles couldn't score.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
The Cowboys, they couldn't score. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
I mean, that whole division is just a fucking
So bad.
atrocity.
Yeah, it's a literal train wreck.
It is quite bad.
Before last night, the whole division had 5 wins.
Yep.
4 teams had 5 wins.
Correct.
There's 6 teams in the NFL that have 5 wins as well.
Yeah, the Steelers. The
Yep.
Steelers have 5. Seahawks have 5.
Titans
Titans
have
5.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Packers,
honestly,
too.
you know what? I might have to change my you hate to see it moment of the week. I think the you hate to see it moment of the week is the entire NFC East.
See,
Yeah.
I have a feeling
As a whole.
you could have saved that you hate to see it moment for the end of the season, and we could still go ahead and say the NFC East is because even last year they were fucking I think since the Eagles won the Super Bowl, that division has not lifted off the ground at all.
No.
It's been up for grabs
No.
and up until at least the last two weeks.
Yeah.
Every time.
100%. So that's going to be it from me, all you J&L listeners out there. I'm John the Intern. I try to help these guys with just something. I mean, it was just a train wreck. I couldn't help but offer my services because, I aspire to be a new age Jerry Heller. So I want to bring these guys to the top and pay them no money. And
That's
then,
the plan.
Yeah.
and then try to make them like the fantasy footballers level, and then I can just buy a mansion and have them renting out apartments.
John really is the brain of JNL Sports Show. The rest of us just kind of get into a microphone and we talk. We're good at talking about sports. John's good at everything else that goes into a podcast. So we hired him as an intern to do that.
Yeah,
do
hire
everything
me
else.
as an intern, paying $0.00. Actually, Luke, can you check my paycheck right there on the screen? What does it say?
Still
over there,
says
Luke?
0.
Hasn't changed.
Hasn't
not
changed?
changed.
It's still 0.
Yep.
I don't
You
know
sure?
why, dude. I think it's some glitch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Yeah.
because I set my direct deposit up
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah,
still
no.
Check next week. We'll see.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah, we'll try. We'll try again next
Don't
week.
check the garbage can for your direct deposit either, because that's not in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Did not shred that up.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, definitely not.
all right.
Would never do that.
Yeah, just check your bank account in a week. Let me know what it says.
It's actually at 0 now, and
Okay.
it's been at 0 since I took over.
Yeah.
And
Maybe the FBI can help you with some fraud case. I think that might be going on.
you think it's getting stolen?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Has
gotta
to
be.
Has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no-
Okay.
I mean,
Going
I
somewhere.
mean, with the technology now, there's all types
that's
of
what I'm saying.
hackers
You
and stuff,
you study criminology. How possible is that?
Yeah, you
Pretty
do
possible.
a college.
Yeah.
You do a
Yeah.
stuff.
I do education things.
Yes, and I think you'd be shocked at how often direct deposits can be intercepted.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It's,
Oh, yeah.
it's like
That's interesting.
It's all the time. Like one of the worst cyber crimes that are out there at the moment.
Well, all right, guys. It's
Thanks
a
for
pleasure.
joining us, John.
I'm a huge fan of the show, and I look forward to the you hate to see it moments of the week. coming in the future at some point.
This was a good inaugural. You hate to see it.
Yeah,
segment.
definitely.
I mean, you hate to say it.
Yeah, you do.
And thank you, John. That was a new segment that we will hopefully continue to go. He cannot join us for the rest of the show, unfortunately. He has been slacking quite hard on those YouTube videos, so he's going to go upload the past 2 weeks.
All right, so moving on to the NBA, a few stories this week, a little more than last week. The Pelicans hired a head coach, Steve Van Gundy, to a 4-year deal. I think he coached the Pistons, I want to say. Probably should have done more research on this, but you got the news. He's the new head coach.
You're welcome.
There you go, Steve Van Gundy. Pacers reportedly have interest in trading for Gordon Hayward, which I really wouldn't mind too much. I like Hayward.
I was just about to say, big Hayward fan, but I think
we owe him $34 million next year.
It's almost a guarantee he will be going somewhere.
Yeah. So it would be cool to free up the cap space and possibly sign a big man because
who do you have in mind? What big man would you like to see?
I saw something that Celtics are keeping an eye on Andre Drummond from Cavs. I mean, he's always been like one of the top rebounders in the league, so I wouldn't mind getting him. I'm not really sure who's available.
Yeah, I don't know who's a free agent. I know AD, obviously.
Yeah, AD is re-signing with the Lakers for sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. But, yeah, I like Hayward. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, it sucks how his career has gone for the Celtics as far as injuries. I feel like he's never really had a fair shot.
5 minutes into his first game as a Celtic, snapped his ankle. That was unfortunate. But, next season, earlier this week, it was reported that it would start late January, but now today they were talking some more, and they are eyeing a December 22nd start. Likely a 70 to 72 game season with another play-in tournament right before playoffs, and this would end before the Olympics start, so that way...
You love to see that with us being such a big Olympic show.
Oh, yeah.
You know where we stand on the fucking Olympics. If you don't like the Olympics, get the fuck out.
Big Olympics guys, yeah.
No, of course you could stay, but if you don't like us talking about the Olympics...
It's tough.
Please stay.
Yeah, yeah, please stay. There's only a few of you, so...
Yeah.
The starting before Christmas is just... I saw a lot of people shocked about it, but you would have absolutely thought that the NBA was going to skip out on their NBA on Christmas money.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they probably have the most viewers that day. Everyone's already home, or everyone's out at their fucking family's house. Yeah, might as well watch something. It's always fucking NBA's on Christmas. It's a tradition. So
Christmas is usually heavily advertised. They always have
it's like NFL Thanksgiving.
They usually have a really good slate of games with like the top teams pitted against each other. And their viewership is probably
and they usually have like a big primetime game between. I think the Lakers played this past year on it. Not really sure. Don't quote me on that. But it's a possibility.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, I mean, you know, the NBA loves their Christmas money, so of course they're going to try to do it. I think it's quite fucking early.
It is.
But
it is not long from now.
Also, did they say whether or not it's going to be in a goddamn bubble or not? Because it looks like Corona has no fucking no
plans of stopping.
Yeah, nah.
I haven't seen anything.
I have to.
I would imagine that they're looking for it for a place. I'm not sure if they would go to Disney again. I mean, probably. Why not?
I mean, yeah.
Granted,
Disney has stocks in the NBA, so
I mean,
of course they would like to.
They would also need probably more courts this time, though, because instead of just like the 12 or 13 teams they have all 30. So
I'm sure they can do. Fuck, man, shit. If you wanted to do if you wanted to do 2 separate bubbles and literally have it East West, and the East never plays the West until the finals. Like if they wanted to do it that way, might work.
I mean, they could, but I don't know.
Or they kind of like, I wouldn't say ignore the East-West, but like everyone's seeded. You know what I mean? It's hard to seed with one giant division, though, if they were to do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to do it that way because the West is definitely the better
Oh yeah.
conference. I mean, you're going to look at probably like 2 or 3 teams that are really good that might not make the playoffs this year because there are so many good teams in the West. Like the Grizzlies, after Ja Morant's rookie year, they obviously lost in the seeding game, but the Suns, maybe Portland. Portland might be a little higher. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But there will be a few teams fighting for that 8th seed to get into the playoffs in the West. So, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. I feel like you
Yeah.
kind of have to do, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how you have one bubble with enough courts.
You'd have to do more than one.
I feel like you'd have to have 2. And maybe they will allow travel, but that just seems risky.
I don't know.
I guess
I mean,
if they're
we'll see.
quarantined in a bubble the whole time, the travel shouldn't be that risky.
Yeah.
But who knows who's getting
I
snuck
don't know.
in?
I mean,
Because,
I'm sure.
happens.
yeah,
I'm sure
it's so
they're-
easy to cheat on your wife with a testing agent, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that did happen.
yeah.
But
fucking
I mean, I'm
ridiculous.
sure there's more courts over there. They might have just been using 2 of them, and also in 2 months they could probably easily
Yeah, build.
You could just make them.
build one in one of the facilities down there. So
We are underestimating the amount of money. And
yeah, they have
people
a
that
lot
was
of-
it is
working for
do
the
have
NBA.
lots of dollars.
Yeah, I mean, we can't build a
NBA
court in a
Disney.
day, but I'm sure the NBA.
Disney.
They might have like some fucking at some point. I don't know if you guys have. I don't remember what stadium it is, but I think it's a college stadium. It's a dome, but the fucking or no, it's the new one for the Raiders. So there's a dome,
Yeah.
but they have natural grass.
Mm.
So the grass needs like natural sunlight. It's just better for it. It fucking slides out of the stadium.
The
Like
grass?
yeah, like it slides out, and then a new like turf could get put on. It's really fucking cool. There's a college stadium that does it too. I saw it on. I forgot who was talking about it. But someone on the Pat McAfee show was talking about it, and I was like, "It's fucking insane."
Yeah, that is
just
crazy.
move
So
grass like
eventually,
that?
we'll just have like, I don't know if you guys were into Dragon Ball Z, but they have these things called like capsules, and you just throw it, and like a building appears. So pretty soon, we'll just have a fucking basketball court capsule you can
Yeah.
throw.
Fucking a portable basketball.
Yeah, an inflatable basketball court. Be fucking great.
Inflatable.
Yeah, but
That was not the word I
without
used.
air.
That was not.
Portable. I know. Yeah, no, I got it.
Inflatable without air.
Inflatable. I don't know where you pulled that out. But
Inflatable without
Yeah.
air.
You know,
yeah.
everyone
So,
knows what I'm talking about. You got it.
Yeah. And on to the last story in the NBA, Amari Stoudemire, who played with Steve Nash for 6 years in Phoenix throughout their career, he agrees to become an assistant coach for the Nets. So not only do they have like the chemistry between Nash and the players, but now the coaching staff kind of have their chemistry as well. So yeah, should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, not really much to say about that.
Yeah, not much to say.
It's gonna just happen.
Yeah, kind of cool that former teammates joined together on the same coaching staff.
Yeah, and he said assistant coach.
Yeah,
That's good.
Wait,
They should.
because Nash is the head coach.
The Nets now they have. The Nets now have. Kyrie will. Oh.
What?
If they start so early, will Kyrie and KD be good? Like, are they good to
It's
go
only
in
2
December?
months from now.
I think
I think KD
I
could have done the
imagine.
play-in, but he decided not to.
I think
I'm pretty sure he was allowed to do
yeah,
the play-in.
I think
decided not to.
KD is good to go. I'm not so sure. I think Kyrie could too. I think.
They were just saving themselves.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Kyrie also had other reasons for not playing in the thing.
Yeah.
So. I'm sure they'll be fine. I
Yeah.
mean, 2 months from now, they're.
Was he the one that said the NBA was racist for keeping them in a bubble?
I don't know. There was a lot of things said by a lot of different people. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the NBA this week. Luke, you wanna go over the World Series?
Yeah, so I think game 3 is going on currently.
Yep.
I mean, as of right now, the Dodgers are winning 6-1. Oof. But
Yeah.
yeah, we're game 3. Series is tied. Rays actually showed up in game 2, so I was a little surprised. I mean, I have Dodgers in 6, so that's predicting the Rays winning 2 games. But just after game 1, I didn't think the Rays just didn't look that good, so I was just surprised in the fact that they won game 2. After I feel like the Dodgers had so many magical moments in that game 1 where you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit, this is just
I mean,
what it's meant to be.
Rays also had Snell pitching yesterday or 2 days ago.
Yeah, but
and he's
Glasnow
nasty.
pitched in Game 1, who's also nasty. And then
Yeah, I
Charlie
guess that's
Morton
true.
pitching today, who's been amazing this entire postseason, and gave up 4 or 5 runs, and now they're losing 6-1.
Do you guys miss Mookie Betts yet?
Yet. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I can't.
Never stop.
never-
They have
yeah.
never. They have not let
I
it
missed him
go.
before
They're-
he was gone.
even on the
That's the thing.
even on the commentaries, like they have not let us let us know that he's a great fucking
Yeah,
he's a great baseball player, and the Red Sox shouldn't have gotten rid of him, and we
Yeah.
know that.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah, I saw an MLB post, I think it was on Twitter, and it was like, is Mookie Betts the best player in baseball right now? I'm like,
Bro, it's been
I mean,
every
Mike Trout still exists. Like,
every time I look down at my phone, it's the Red Sox really made a bad decision here. It's
Yeah.
an ESPN article being written about how great Mookie Betts is. All right, we know, we got it.
yeah.
He's a good player. All right, nobody wanted
we
to
were
see him
aware
go
of it.
except for the goddamn coaching staff for some reason.
I don't know about
God, I
coaching
miss
staff,
Alex
more the
Cora.
front office.
Alex Cora should be back in.
I don't know. We just interviewed
Yeah,
3 fucking people.
We interviewed former Cubs coach, a former. I don't know the other 2 ones.
I saw the names. They don't matter to me because it's going to be Alex Cora. So
Oh, you think this is just like a
it's just a thing.
I mean, it would be nice.
kind of
I would
have to?
Yeah.
do like Alex Cora. He did.
No, yeah, for sure. But
Did
the
win
fact
a
that
World
they're
Series with him.
interviewing other people is a little.
You have to do your due diligence. You can't.
Well,
just-
yeah, you can't just bank on.
You can't do nothing. And then all of a sudden, and then what if Alex Cora one day was like, yeah, no, I don't feel like doing it.
So Zoltar's next big prediction is that Alex Cora will be the Red Sox head coach.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
That's
I believe that, like, the very beginning of this weird COVID season, that I was like, yeah, no, he's coming back. Once, like, it was actually released his involvement with the Astros and that he didn't actually do anything with the Red Sox, I'm like, yep.
We will
Coming
find
back.
out if that's just Red Sox optimism or
Yeah,
if that
he's
is an
coming back.
actual
He's
good
coming back.
prediction quite soon, hopefully. What else is going on in baseball? I mean, the World Series. That's really.
Yeah.
Randy Arozarena. That is how I keep feeling like I'm
A
saying.
Rosarina.
Rosarena.
A Rosarina.
A Rose. That guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know. Luke put a little accent.
I
on it,
know.
so I was like,
Sorry.
I'll
It
join
sounded
in.
like Noah was about to start doing a poem. He was like getting into it.
So Randy over there on the
Yeah.
on the Rays.
Randy A.
Randy A.
He has 7 home runs so far this postseason. Corey Seager in, I think it was game 1, hit his 7th of the postseason. So the record, as I stated, I think I stated it last week, is 8. And I know Barry Bonds is one of the people that hit it.
Yeah, there's 3 of them, right?
Do they count
was
those?
it- What?
Do they count those? Barry Bonds?
The whole,
Yeah,
the whole Royds.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they count them.
It's unfortunate Pete Rose can't get any fucking recognition.
Well, he still has. I mean, yeah, he still has the record for most hits. It's just,
Yeah.
he's not in the Hall of Fame because he bet on games that he played.
Bonzi's not in the Hall of Fame? Oh, Pete Rose?
Bonds and Pete Rose are not in the Hall of Fame.
No, I know Pete Rose isn't. It's a tragedy.
Yeah, Bonds isn't either.
Pete Rose being banned from the Hall of Fame is
It's-
one of the dumbest
It
fucking
is-
things.
It's
of all
wild that
time.
the person that leads all time in home runs and the person that leads all time in hits, neither of them are in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's Pete Rose and
Well,
Barry Bonds.
You love to see well, even like his as a player should be in the Hall of Fame. I'm sure he took roids too,
I mean,
based
they
on that era.
they both should be.
but
You have the most home runs ever.
yeah, but Barry Bonds was illegally taking roids.
But everyone in that era was. Is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
thing.
Royds was just.
Yeah, I know, it was the greatest
everyone
era
and
of
their
baseball.
Mother.
Yeah.
Everyone and their mother was, so.
Yeah, and I wish they'd no, because I mean I like people's health, but
Yeah.
can we make some roids that don't fuck with everything else, and just let them fucking take it? Because baseball is great when people are cheating. The Astros, the Astros just kept hitting home runs like for 3 years straight,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "Wow, this team is like back to making baseball look good again." And then, surprise buzzer. I feel bad for the pitchers, but I mean, come on, you're not what sells the tickets here.
Well, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about MLB juicing baseballs for home runs.
Yeah, they for
Yeah,
sure have.
For sure.
In the last few years.
Yeah, because-
1,000%.
The amount of home runs has increased significantly
Yeah,
over the last few
every
years.
single year.
But could you say that that's because people are pitching faster too? Because
There's people that have said it's like the analytics behind it, like, oh, they're like hitters focusing more on launch angle rather than like.
Well, yeah,
whatever.
and I'm sure
But, like,
as pitchers are throwing harder and harder,
baseballs are
the
juiced.
way there's some science involved in there.
Yeah, but like,
is it physics?
baseballs are juiced.
Probably.
Josh
Yeah,
trying
probably.
his hardest to sound smart.
Baseballs.
That's why I asked if it was physics. I don't think that's a very smart sounding thing. But I know
Yeah.
for a fact
Yeah, it is.
because in Little League they used to tell us that if don't get scared of a fucking
What the fuck are you about to say right now?
don't get scared of like a fast pitch, because if the faster the pitch comes in, you have a better chance of hitting it.
Kind of off topic, but speaking of fast pitches in Little League, remember fucking All-Stars when we had the pitching machine, our very first practice? It was fucking throwing like 80 miles an hour.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We were like 11.
Yeah.
And we were just getting fucking rockets pitched at us fucking.
And then I think like we got to the game and they're like, yeah, it's supposed to be like 65 or something. Like I don't think we did it.
It was less than that. It was like 40.
yeah, no.
We were 11.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Luke about this little. I guess we're doing Little League stories.
Yeah.
I was talking
Good
to Luke
stories.
in the car. Luke was pitching once, and Luke didn't pitch much because he caught a lot. And I was playing
Yeah,
third, and there was 2 outs.
Was not a pitcher back in the day.
There were 2 outs. We were up by 4. And I specifically remember this. This dude, every time Luke got the ball back, would take a fat-ass fucking lead. Like halfway home. And I was like, yo, Luke, when you get the ball back from the catcher, yoss that over here real quick. Let me tag him. Game over. We'll win on a fucking pickoff.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah. And then he like threw like 2 balls, and then like he kept doing it. And I like called. I was like, hold on, timeout. And I like called a fucking mound meeting and walked to Luke and was like, hey, we've got to be like what, fucking 12, 13
yeah, we're
at this point.
around the same age.
I was like, you want to fucking do this? Like, I literally looked at him and I remember saying, do you know how badass and cool it would be if we end this game on a pickoff in Little League? Do you realize how great this would be? In this, I'm telling you, he was taking like a huge fucking lead. And oh my god. And Luke was like, yeah, no, it would be pretty cool. And then Luke was like, nah, fuck it. And then Luke struck him out. Selfish bastard.
Yeah.
He had to get the strikeout. I was pissed.
Picking off a runner at third is a great feeling.
Yeah, and it was to end the fucking game too, bro. Like I would have, me and Luke would have fucking.
I was obviously gunning for the strikeout.
Yeah, you're a piece of shit.
think
Is
I
what
did
I've
that, like,
learned.
2 times throughout my Little League career. Actually, no, it was past Little League. It was like Babe Ruth is like.
Because when they were
highest
allowed to
end.
lead after. Because before it was you can only take a lead after the ball had.
Yeah, that was like the very early.
Yeah.
And then, listeners. Yeah, if you're listening, you probably know us at this point. So like
Yeah,
you know what we're talking
at
about.
this point, yeah.
Yeah, like in Babe Ruth, which was the highest at our
Little League, yep.
Yeah, I picked off a couple runners at third. It was a good feeling.
It's good when you're a righty
Yeah.
and you fake like you're about to throw a pitch
Oh yeah.
and then fucking pick
I
them
caught
off at
someone
third.
real bad with that.
Yeah, I mean those are great moments.
I did get a couple warnings though, because sometimes I would hold the knee up just a little bit fucking long just to try and catch them off guard.
Balk warnings?
Yeah, never got a balk, but sometimes the ump would be like,
Also-
"Yeah, you gotta chill with that."
I also want to remind you, when you're telling the story, that, again, I was not a pitcher. So, like, I wanted that strikeout. Like, I only
Yeah, but
have
that's
few
a little
memories
fucking
of pitching.
ridiculous.
I only
mean,
have a few memories of pitching. Let me have my moment.
Yeah, but you don't even remember that until I brought it up, and he was like, "Holy shit!" We were talking about it, and he was like, "How do you remember this?" And I don't know why. And I was like, "Dude, this is not.
It came back to me.
This isn't the first time I've remembered this.
yeah.
I think about this all the time. This is something that crosses my mind a
You
lot."
stole our moment of glory
Yeah,
from
correct,
us.
dude. Like it was gonna be the greatest ending in Little League history. Cocky bastard at third was gonna get fucking picked off, or which would have sucked for sure is if Luke threw it to me and he gunned home because he was pretty fast and I missed the throw. But that would have then been on me,
Yeah.
and then Luke would have got the strikeout anyway, and we would have been fine. But the dude was gonna be fucked, and I remember him coming back and he was like, "He's not gonna try to pick me off," and I was like, "You fucking son of a bitch." And
Yeah, what's going through 11-year-old Josh's mind?
probably. To be honest.
Bro, remember when we were 1 game away from fucking going to regionals? Well, we would have got an invite, but we made it to the semifinals in states,
Yeah.
and then we fucking choked it to Danbury.
Is that the one where? Not gonna say any names, but someone dropped a wide open.
No, that was
Okay.
not in state. That was in like the divisional tournament
Yeah. I
where
mean
we
that.
lost.
That fucking.
So we didn't make it to states that year.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That was
Hate
still
to see
haunts
it.
me to
You
this
hate,
day.
You hate to see
It-
it.
Yeah.
you do hate to see it. But yeah, we fucking. I think we lost early on in the state tournament, and then we won like a bunch of straight, like 4 or 5 straight games, and then we made it to the state semis. It was the farthest we'd ever
Oh yeah,
gotten.
and our fucking one of our friends hit a home run off of his aunt's car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
literally bounced off of his aunt's car.
that was fucking
Mad
crazy.
funny.
But yeah,
I wish I
because-
could hit home runs like that.
Yeah,
That would've
yeah,
been nice.
because we only made it to states like 2 or 3 times. I want to say because we always got.
We
beat
weren't.
in the
shit
Yeah, we
divisional
weren't. We
round.
weren't the.
well,
we weren't
fucking
the best.
Danbury would always come by, or who was the fucking team we always
It was
had to face?
Bethwood.
Bethwood, yeah.
Bethwood.
Oh,
Bethwood.
It was a combination
Sorry
of
if you're from
Bethel and
Bethwood.
Woodbury.
no,
Bethwood.
not sorry if you're from Bethwood. Fuck Bethwood.
Fuck Bethwood.
Dude,
Yeah.
you know what's fucked up is Bethwood like had shit on not only just us, like
They
when
shot
John
everyone.
played All Stars.
Oh.
Although there was like 3 years, John like they did pretty good in states, and one
Yeah.
of them they made it to Massachusetts, and but fucking Bethel or Bethwood and Bethel actually both of
It
them.
was Bethwood. Was a combination of Bethel and Woodbury.
Yeah, okay,
So,
so
it was 2 towns, 1 team. The team was Bethwood. The towns were Bethel and Woodbury.
So
So that's why
Bethwood-
they were so fucking good. Is
So
two
Bethwood-
different towns and players.
Bethwood shit on generations
Yes.
yeah,
of our baseball league.
we got beat. I think 3
It
straight
wasn't
years.
yeah, and it wasn't even just
Yeah,
us.
it was
Like
it's
John, who was
always
like
Bethel
John was like
or Bethwood.
8 years older than us.
Yeah,
He was getting shit on by Bethel.
yeah, and then we didn't have
Bethwood.
to play. Then we didn't. Then we didn't have to play them in the divisional round anymore. We played West Hartford, and then we shit on West Hartford for 2
Oh,
years
yeah.
straight, and then we
I'll
made
have
it
to
to
see
the
that.
states. So it's like,
Yeah.
cool. We ain't got to face these guys no more. Fucking-
Awesome feelings. I remember in Bethwood they had I remember their fields and their playscape always had at least 6 or 7
Beehives.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't play on it. You couldn't do it.
There was at
You could
least
not
6
do
or
it.
7, and in
Yeah.
one fucking spot it was by the slide.
Yeah, you could. It was a danger zone.
Yeah.
You can't go there.
I don't know why I specifically remember. Like I think like that was like the first time I have ever like, because they didn't like put them in like, they weren't hidden. They were just inside. Like there was like a tube that you can look through, and inside
yeah.
the tube that you can look through was just fucking
Yeah.
3 nests.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, there was a
Absolutely
lot.
terrible.
There was a lot of them there.
Yeah.
And they were there every year.
Yeah, I
Fucking
played
ridiculous.
played on a few fields throughout the years that had like a beehive in the ground,
Ooh.
and, like outfield
And stuff.
which is
Definitely not fun.
yeah,
I would have done.
kind of scary.
Yeah, coach, I'll play bench today
Yeah.
instead of out.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing the outfield today. My arm's sore a little bit. I don't think I can throw that far.
Yeah.
That's facts, dude. I miss Little League so much.
Yeah.
Good time.
Let's move on to like an actual sport now. Thank you guys
Hey,
for listening
hey,
to
hold
us
on.
reminisce.
Don't disrespect the Little League. Don't disrespect
Yeah.
actual sport. Suck my nuts.
It was
So,
good times.
Are we done with MLB?
Yeah, they're in game 3. It's pretty much
Yeah.
Score update still 6-1.
wherever the fuck my phone went.
Yeah.
You have a laptop in front of you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, it's still 6-1.
All right,
All right. Well, there you go.
good win
Here's
for
your-
the Dodgers.
Here's your World Series update.
I want to talk about some possible trades coming up for the NFL. Trade deadline's happening in 3 weeks, I believe. We've heard the regular names that we hear every year thrown out: Julio Jones, Odell Beckham, Kenny Galladay, I believe.
Yeah, on the Lions.
Up there. I don't know if in this quarantine world that we live in right now, if trades are going to happen just because of, or a lot of trades, kind of like the MLB. Didn't really have that many trades this year.
There was a few, but nothing.
Yeah, I think like in the world, I just don't think many teams are going to be or players are going to be traded. I don't know who. I guess Edelman could be traded. I don't think they're going to. I think the biggest Patriots trade that might happen is if Stephon Gilmore does not play good this week against the 49ers.
Yeah.
I think we should trade him because
We could get a first rounder for him.
we can get a first rounder for him now.
Yeah.
But if he keeps, because he got shit on by DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
You're saying
Um,
trade Stephon Gilmore?
He's a free agent after the
He's a
season,
free- yeah.
and we're gonna owe him a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So.
And he's just
Yeah.
he's not doing defensive player of the year things right now.
It's been a few weeks.
Dan, he's been getting shit on. Like, he single-handedly lost us the game in Seattle because DK Metcalf just had a field day with him.
Yeah.
There was like 2 touchdowns he caught that was just bullying him. So I think trade him now while we can get something. I think that'll be anything. Do you think Pittsburgh will trade anybody? They have. I mean, I know they just cut their punter.
Trade people or trade for people?
Trade.
Both.
Well, I mean, it's the same fucking
Yeah,
thing,
I mean,
Luke.
yeah.
You're not trading for a fucking Snickers bar.
But, like, we're not trading away people that are doing bad, is what I'm saying. We'd be trading, like, for a person.
So,
like,
yeah, so
pick-wise for a person.
Who would that be?
I don't know. I don't know what spot we really...
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know at this point.
How are your draft picks looking?
Ours? I mean, we have them. We have a fifth rounder this year.
Thanks, Luke. That was
Yeah,
the
well, yeah.
exact. Those
Yeah.
are the exact answers I was looking for.
We have
actually.
them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what we're one of the last picks right now because we're 5-0, but
Yeah.
we have one. Last year we didn't have one.
Yeah, that's
So
you guys did not.
we have one now.
Something I want to talk about. Quite sad, actually. Ryan Fitzpatrick is benched for Tua, and we knew this was happening eventually. I didn't think it was going to happen this season because of Tua's injury. I really thought they were going to hold off on him, and then Fitzpatrick's press conference was
It was tough.
Yeah, it was
absolutely
sad.
tough to watch.
Sad.
Just pulling at the heartstrings.
Yeah.
I mean, he's winning.
Yeah.
That's what I think surprised me the most. Is that the reason why Tua came on the field to begin with is because Fitzpatrick was doing his job.
Yeah, blowing out the fucking opponents.
Yeah, so I'm not really sure what they're trying to get out with that. I mean, I guess Tua, all it is gaining experience. Maybe they're in a spot where we're like, holy shit, we can actually win. The Patriots aren't doing well. We're winning games. Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's because like their fallback plan is like right now they're like, oh, maybe we can win, but like if Tua ends up not doing great, then like, okay, well, it's back to what our
Yeah,
original
what we
plan
were.
was
Yeah, exactly.
being
Just-
asked.
But I mean,
But then if it works, then you're like, oh shit,
I
we
don't
have
know.
the chance of a playoff spot.
unless
They
they're
continue to
looking
win.
to trade Tua at the end of the season, which I don't think they would.
No.
Because
No,
I mean,
they just
unless if he does
just
like
drafted him.
if he does bad to where they get like another draft pick, but I don't know. It doesn't make much sense because at one point you can say, "Oh shit, we're winning, so let's actually try." But you're winning because of the man that's under center right now, and that's Ryan Fitzpatrick. You're not
Yeah.
winning because of your backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Unless they have full confidence that they will win more with Tua. I don't know. It's an interesting situation. Fitzpatrick got unfairly benched, I think, this time. There have been times in the past where he has sucked and gotten benched, but he's out there winning fucking football games for an organization that has no desire to win football games anymore.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
it was a travesty to see his press conference. Very sad.
Yeah.
Big Ryan Fitzpatrick guy.
Always love Fitzmagic.
Tua's going to be a bust. I don't know what you guys want from me, so he'll be back
Josh is
soon.
gonna stay with that take forever.
I will.
If Tua goes off for like 4 touchdown passes and like 350 yards,
There is
How-
a big
how
possibility
sad
that
are you
this.
gonna be?
I'm not going to be sad. I like seeing people succeed, but I will take back what I said. That he's a bust.
Gonna show up on freezing cold takes later.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what? That would be the biggest honor for our show, is if I show up on freezing cold takes.
Tweet Tua's gonna be a bust right now.
Huh?
Tweet it. Make sure you
Oh,
tweet
yeah.
it so freezing
Fact.
cold takes can have it.
I'm going to tweet. Yeah, we'll cut out this spot.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have John the Intern do it. He's not doing
You
anything.
don't have to cut it out.
Just tweet that Tua's going to be a bust.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's possible. I mean,
I'm just saying so that
we always
if
have.
you get proven wrong, it's on social media, it's on the internet for people to see.
Yeah.
So you could
I
get
mean,
memed
Flaming
on.
Hot Takes might retweet that because, again, Tua will be a bust in the NFL. So,
I mean,
very adamant about that.
either
I
way,
am.
just tweet it so it could get seen, whether it's memed on or praised
Yeah.
in the future.
I'm
I mean,
with
I
Noah
like
on this one.
like Tua. Like, I don't have anything against.
It doesn't feel like you do though. is the
I
thing.
know the words coming out of my mouth makes
Yeah.
it seem like I don't, but I do. I just don't think his talents in Alabama when he was beating up absolute nobodies for school every week. I mean, in the playoffs they play big, but he wasn't even playing in the fucking playoffs.
Yeah.
Alabama plays absolute community
Well, I mean-
colleges
Well, I mean,
5 out of the 12 weeks that they play.
well, I mean, Tua did play the second half of that national championship they won a couple years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
And college is different than the NFL. We know
Yeah.
this.
Well, then you could say that about literally every other rookie in the NFL right now.
And not every rookie pans out.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
quarterbacks. I'm sure quarterbacks have been, because there's only 32 of them every week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just have always thought Tua's not going to pan out very well.
I know.
Burrow, I think, will, and I think he is doing good. Herbert, I thought will, and he is doing good. I just don't think Tua. Maybe I'll be a quarterback scout.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
I think it's a possibility. The Ravens made some moves this week. Noah?
Didn't like it.
Yeah, Des Bryant finally gets signed, albeit it's to a practice squad, but the Ravens picked him up, and he's been off of a team for 2-3 years now.
Last year he was signed,
he was
to,
signed
the
to the
Saints
and then got
tore his
injured
ACL.
very first practice.
So
That was tough.
it's been an unfortunate road for him.
You hate to
I
see it.
forgot that happened.
Yeah,
You hate to
a
see
lot
it.
of people do. I have to bring it up all the time because people
Yeah.
are like, he hasn't been on a team since the Cowboys. I was like, well,
It was for a day.
longer than AB was on shorter than AB was on the
Yeah.
Patriots.
Barely, though.
Yeah. The Ravens also made a trade with the Vikings for Yannick Ngakoue. They traded a 2021 third round and a 2022 conditional fifth round pick.
Luke, with someone who has to face the
The Ravens.
Ravens twice in the upcoming weeks.
Yep.
How does it make you feel?
They're not really good, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
He's fast.
Yeah. So far this season, in his 5 games with the Vikings, I want to say, 9 tackles, 3 of them for a loss, 5 QB hits, 4 sacks, and 2 forced fumbles. And this is an interesting trade because the Vikings, this past offseason, just traded for him from the Jaguars. And
Yeah.
they gave up a second round and a conditional fifth round pick.
So they got their fifth round back.
They got their fifth round back, but
They
they
lost the second.
they
and
lost
gained
the
third.
second and gained the third.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't
what
make a lot of sense
happened.
to me.
Unless he was being paid a shit ton.
Probably was, but either
But he's
way,
still
he's-
performing
he was-
decent.
He's a free agent after the
Him
season.
and Campbell are going to be a fucking problem together.
Oh, so
Yeah.
maybe the
They're
Vikings
friends,
wanted
too.
to get some. Maybe now that the Vikings are 1-5 now,
Yeah,
they realize.
Yeah, we're not winning anything.
Yeah, they realize we're not a playoff team right now, or
Yeah.
like it's a long shot. Is Dalvin Cook still hurt? Is that a thing?
I believe so.
So
yeah.
like, yeah, they're not.
Yeah.
They're on the outside looking in right now, and they're like, well, might as well try to get some. Like that means
Yeah,
that they're
that's
probably
true.
not planning on re-signing him, so they just want to
Yeah.
get some sort of value.
That's true. But yeah, going
Out
into
of
the
it.
season, Ngakoue and then Danielle Hunter were supposed to be like this big defensive line duo on the Vikings, and then Hunter got hurt, still hasn't played yet this season, and now Ngakoue is
Stuff.
on the Ravens.
Hate to be a
Is
Vikings fan.
Minnesota the most overhyped team going into every season?
Yeah.
I feel like they're constantly being brought up in the 13-3,
Well, I mean, they
fucking 10-5 categories. Like, that's often where they're brought up. They're often talked about they're going to beat the Packers for their division almost every fucking year.
Yeah. Well,
And I think they constantly disappoint.
they-
Even when they do good.
they beat the Saints in the playoffs like every year.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough.
They do that.
Well, one time wasn't really. Oh no, that was the Rams. That's unfortunate. I was thinking about the that was the Minneapolis Miracle.
Yeah,
That
that
happened
was
against the Saints,
fucking nuts. Because some
That was
dude tried to
unfortunate.
he didn't wrap up. He tried to go for a hit stick low.
Yeah.
Completely
Lattimore
missed.
fucking took out the other defender.
Yeah, completely
And
missed.
Diggs
and
was
Diggs just ran for the touchdown.
There's no one there.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You hate to be a Saints fan.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to be a Vikings fan too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Either
Yeah,
one.
you don't really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe the Saints still have Lattimore, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so the person that made the mistake on that play is still with their team, and the person that executed the touchdown
Diggs
wanted to
is-
get out of Minneapolis
Yep.
as quickly as
Yeah,
possible.
he wanted
Yeah.
to be the number 1 receiver on the team.
Yep.
And now he is, and the Bills are good.
And the
so-
Bills are good.
Bills are good.
Colts
Although-
rookie.
Bills have lost their past 2 games.
They'll get
Yeah.
back to normal though. They had to play the Chiefs.
They
The
have
Titans.
they
the
faced
Titans.
2 teams that are good. One's
Yeah.
5-0. One's Chiefs are 4-1.
So Colts rookie kicker, yes, kicker
Yeah.
leads the NFL.
Rodrigo Blankenship. What a
Yes,
name.
there we go. I was trying to get through it.
Has the
He's
goggles.
Yeah.
Oh
he's
yeah,
the man.
he
He's
looks
the
like
man.
he's late for a chem test.
Yeah,
all
he's
the
the
time.
man.
Yeah,
The man.
he's a rookie out of Georgia. So far, 63 points in the first 6 weeks.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in the NFL.
16 for 18 from field goal, and 15 for 15 on extra points. Has not missed an extra point yet.
Yeah, I mean, that's fucking incredible. That's really how you want to start your career off. The Colts
my
need
fantasy
him.
football kicker.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Well, right now he's not because they had their bye week, but
Yeah.
probably will be. Someone steals it from me. But
I know we
think
talked about
I'm
it
pretty
earlier
safe
on
that.
the. I know we talked about it earlier on the you hate to see it thing, but obviously we have to bring it up. We have to continue to talk about it. Antonio Brown is officially a member of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As of yesterday, we heard Seattle was interested, and then
All of a sudden it was like, Tampa Bay. Hour and a half later, he's on. He's a Buck now.
yeah, I mean the timeline made no fucking sense.
Yes, it just kind of over like an hour and a half, 2 hour period. It was he has a visit with the Bucks. Oh no, he's on the Bucks.
Bro,
Like,
5 minutes before he signed, we heard that he hadn't landed and that he was landing in Tampa tonight. So clearly, the motherfucker was already in Tampa,
Yeah.
and clearly
yep.
he was already in the facility signing a contract.
Yeah.
Someone had some false info.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Jesus Christ, though, this is not good for the rest of the NFL. We said it on Tuesday's show that the Buccaneers are starting to click.
Yeah.
And, I mean, what the fuck, dude?
Yep.
Antonio fucking Brown? Are you serious?
Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, and Mike Evans.
If they
We're
can stay
talking-
healthy.
Yeah. We're talking. I don't know if all three of them would be in top 10 receivers in the league, but probably like top 15.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, if you go back
I
at
mean,
least
if Antonio Brown is still Antonio Brown. He hasn't played in
4 years
Two
or
of
3 years
last
ago,
year.
Antonio Brown is the best wide receiver in the NFL.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is maybe fifth. Like, that's an actual stat. That's a real thing. Mike Evans was really good his first couple of years.
I mean,
Yeah.
he still is.
He
Really
still
good.
I mean, he still is really good, but like that, they have a fucking super team. We have two super teams in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
How the fuck did that happen?
Well, super offenses. I don't know if I'd say. The Bucks
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
defense is
yeah,
the
I mean,
super
Bucks-
defense.
Bucks defense is number one in yards allowed per game.
Really?
We
Yeah.
have two super teams in the NFL.
Yeah, they've given up the least amount of yards per game this season.
Interesting.
Not by penalty. Can't count the penalty points, obviously. But I don't know, man. The Buccaneers, they're fucking scary. And I know that we said this in the offseason, then they lost week 1, but I don't think the Saints beat them this second time around. With Antonio Brown on his return game, I don't think it's possible. And then, not to mention, Tyler Johnson, the rookie,
Yeah.
is really fucking good.
He had 2 touchdowns this past week, right?
I think so. And I know that he had one 2 weeks ago. I think he had 2 this week, but he's really fucking good. And when he's not getting touchdowns, he's been Brady's second down guy.
Yeah.
Like, Brady's been hitting him, and he's getting the first downs. He's nasty at corners. He has very good, like, tiptoes for the tippity toes. Yeah, he has good toes.
He's
yeah,
good toes.
Good toes. Yeah,
no, but yeah, but
Clip
he's
that.
he's going to be good. Brady likes him a lot. I don't know if he'll see the field anymore because, goddamn Antonio Brown,
Antonio Brown.
yeah,
Brown.
yeah. Antonio Clown is now on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah,
and I am not too happy about
it's
it.
fucking awful. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not worse than him being on the Patriots to me, but it's still not great.
It hurts.
Are the Bucks going to continue the trend of Florida teams making it to championships?
I think so. I mean, unless it's
I mean,
Miami.
it gives
which-
it gives them a better shot at making out of the NFC.
Yeah.
Gives them a better shot. There's still a lot of good teams in the NFC,
yeah, I mean the Niners.
but like come playoff
Healthy
time,
Niners,
yeah,
yeah.
like come playoff time, like
Still don't have Nick Bosa, which would suck. Which sucks
Yeah.
for the Niners, but they'll do fine. Oh my God, this fucking sucks, dude.
I mean, the
Antonio
Seahawks are still
Brown.
a team.
The Seahawks are still really
Yeah.
good, but
Packers should like they're like the lower end of this, still upper category, but like the Packers
Yeah.
should still be something.
I just feel like we're underestimating the amount of power that Antonio Brown adds to this offense. To a Gronkowski who is finally starting to get a hold of things, it looks like.
Yeah, because
I think they were like easing him into it.
I mean, without O.J. Howard,
They have to.
They have to.
But also they were like easing him into, because again he did take a year off, so they were kind of
Yeah.
easing him into everything, running him through the motions. And then Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, who finally are back on the field at the same time. This rookie kid, who's that? The short one, Scotty Miller, who's fucking doing what he has to when he's healthy. And now Antonio Brown. They're gonna put up 100 points. The only thing they need is a goddamn offensive line because they forgot about that.
Yeah.
They forgot that Brady needs to be protected because he can't run.
Could we see a possible trade from the Bucks trading one of their receivers for offensive line?
I could see like a Scotty Miller. I mean, it'd have to be more.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone would just
like a
take that.
pick or something.
Teams
Yeah.
don't normally trade away offensive linemen like that, though.
I think.
I feel like it's a rare thing. Like offensive line,
Yeah,
barring injury, it's pretty set throughout a season.
so
for the
it
most
happens
part.
sometimes. Like I could see like a
Like to just trade them away.
but it's also I don't know. It's based on like how they play too. Like
Yeah,
there are different play styles in linemen
Yeah.
or for linemen. I know it seems like
There's
it's
ones
just hey
that are
block
better
that
blocking
guy.
for the run, and
But
ones
yeah,
that are better
and
blocking for the pass.
this is just a throw out there.
Yeah.
But Marcus Cannon
Yep.
on the Patriots
Yes,
is a really good pass blocker.
sure. I trust your assessment on that.
He's all right.
He's scouted as a pass blocker.
Okay.
He's not a very good run blocker.
Okay.
The Patriots have become a run offense.
You should trade them.
I think if they could Marcus Cannon for Scotty Miller and like a second round pick. I think maybe not Scotty Miller. It might have to be Tyler Johnson
I don't know if they'd give up Tyler Johnson though after,
because he's a rookie.
and
Yeah,
also because he's been doing very well these past couple weeks.
it'd have to be Scotty Miller then.
Probably.
So yeah, like I could see like a Marcus Cannon and a second round pick for
I don't know.
Scotty Miller and a fifth or something. I mean, they probably wouldn't even have to get rid of the fifth because the Patriots need.
I just can't,
Anybody
I can't
that
imagine trading a starting offensive lineman and a second round pick for
It's
a
definitely
random
happened.
wide receiver on the
Well, it's not a
Bucks.
random wide receiver. The Patriots desperately need a fucking.
I
wide
mean,
receiver.
yeah, but like
The second rounder would come from the Bucks.
he said, Cannon in a second rounder for.
No,
Scotty
I don't
Miller
think
and
the
a
Bucks
fifth.
would get rid of Scotty Miller and a second rounder for a lineman
Yeah, but why would we give up a second rounder in Marcus Cannon for Scotty Miller?
because we need
That's what
some
I'm-
type
that's
of
what I'm
goddamn
saying.
wide
It's
receiver.
Scotty
I thought,
Miller.
I thought he said like Scotty Miller.
Well,
If
I don't
you're
think they
getting
would
a
do
second,
that.
it'd be
That's what I figured
Yeah,
that he meant because why would we
it
trade
would make that would
an
make it
early
more
round pick and
Maybe
a
like a
starting
fourth or
Scotty
fifth round,
Miller?
but because we're not getting anybody else.
It's like
And
a Hunter Renfro type. Like I don't know what you.
I don't know, Scotty Miller,
seemed
I
like
think
he's like
would
a
do
top
that.
wide
Yeah,
receiver.
I
like
wouldn't give
he's
up a-
very okay.
starting O lineman plus an early round
Maybe a
draft pick.
fourth or fifth round.
Or-
But
He'd probably just trade like a fifth round pick for him.
Yeah.
Like not even including Cannon. Like I'm pretty. He's
No.
probably
no,
just,
they're using him. I don't think they would. They need an offensive line, so you would have to get something out of it.
I don't know if you. I mean,
I don't know where this conversation went.
yeah.
This is-
I don't.
He's
we're not
saying
trading
they would
Scotty
trade
Miller for
Scotty
an
Miller.
offensive lineman.
What you're saying they'd rather trade him
Well,
for
you
what,
brought
a
up
fifth
you brought
round
up
pick?
Cannon and then said that the Patriots need to trade for Scotty Miller.
Yeah, the Patriots do need a wide receiver quite badly. The
I feel like you
Bucks.
should probably get someone that isn't Scotty Miller though.
Yeah.
Like a better wide receiver.
Yeah, well, Luke, we don't really have that much trade capital except for.
You're trading a starting offensive lineman. But
You just
don't.
said they don't go much though.
it's because they have so much value. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Offensive linemen get hurt a lot, and that's the scare. That's why they don't get traded much. Is because they can drop at any minute because
Yeah.
linemen get fucking stepped on every play.
But like I don't know. Like,
But,
you're starting offensive.
I don't know who else getting traded. There's literally nobody. They have a shit ton of wide receivers. The Tampa Bay Bucks do. So
Yeah.
it would make sense for them to trade someone, and Scotty Miller would probably be the one that they have to trade. Because I don't think they'd get rid of a rookie who's doing well.
Yeah.
It's actually up to Brady. I
Yeah.
forgot Brady has control over there.
Yeah.
I just can't fucking believe Antonio Brown's there.
Yeah. We thought it was bad when Bell went to the Chiefs.
Yeah, we did.
And now the trend is continuing.
And I wanted to say that what's his fuck would get traded. The
What's
tight
his
end,
fuck?
the tight end from the Browns.
Njoku.
Nope.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Njoku.
Yes. I thought he was going to get traded because Hooper But I thought they were talking about how he was going to be traded, or how he wanted to be traded.
Yeah.
And then Hooper came down with appendicitis today. So that looks like that's not going to happen. Unless he, refuses to play. But I don't think... I mean, he's going to be a starter now, with Hooper out.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yep. And, I mean, it's very, it's kind of minor news. It matters to me because it's the Steelers, but we have a new punter.
Oh, yes, they cut Dustin Colquitt.
Yeah. So we got a punter off our practice squad. Corliss Waitman has not actually been a punter in a game since 2018. Tore his ACL.
Absolute killer name.
Corliss Waitman.
Great
Corliss?
name. Corliss.
Corliss Waitman.
Interesting.
Did
great
not
name.
know he existed until today.
Yeah,
guess he
and
was a
now he's
punter
punting
on
for
our-
your team
Yeah, well, I
on
mean,
Sunday.
he was a practice squad punter, wasn't
Yeah.
he? So that's probably why you didn't hear his name.
But, yeah, so he's our punter now.
That's cool.
We'll
Yeah.
see if...
Congrats to Corliss Waitman
yeah.
on being
I mean,
the new punter
if
for the
he's
Steelers.
if he's bad, then Jordan Berry is probably going to be a Steeler next week. Because we had him for a workout a few days ago. But because of COVID regulation, if we did sign him, he wouldn't be eligible to play for this Sunday. So Corliss Waitman physically has to be. Because
Pat-
Dustin Colquitt was released this morning, so...
Pat McAfee posted a video of him punting 2 minutes after
Made
Dustin
me
Colquitt
excited.
was
Made me
was
excited.
released from
That
the
would
team.
be wild.
He grew up in Pittsburgh.
That
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, he has a Pittsburgh McAfee jersey in his,
Mike Tomlin,
in his studio.
Mike Tomlin is a big reason he got into the NFL.
Let's do it.
From the punt.
fucking
He did
do
a
it.
punt pass and kick
Something like
tournament, and Mike
do
Tomlin
it.
got him involved in it.
that. Just do it.
That'd be great. I don't think he can now
I'd
because
get a McAfee Steelers jersey.
he is
I would
kind
do
of
it.
he is kind of wrestling at the moment.
That's
he
fine.
returned.
Yeah.
So was Gronk. That's whatever.
Yeah, but Gronk kind of lied about it.
Gronk won a championship at WrestleMania, did he not?
Jesus Christ, dude!
And then
He
just
did.
left.
He did.
It's
then
the
just
worst
left.
title of all time.
Yeah,
too.
but he won a championship and then left.
bro, they signed him for I think it was a year and a half.
Yeah, he just signed a contract with them
and then,
too. And then
yeah,
just
and then
he's
he
like,
was
by the
nah.
way-
he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to play football," and they were like, "But in the contract, it specifically says that you can't do that."
He's like,
well, I
whatever.
mean,
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
well.
Tom called.
yeah,
so
Tom called,
yeah.
so I gotta go do
got
this.
shit to do. So then they got rid of him. They
he just kind of was
took
like,
the
nah, I'm
title
not.
away from him.
That's a
Unfortunate
wild-
what happened to
wild.
that man. I really thought because so the idea of the title is that it's a 24/7 title, so anyone can take it at any time. So it would have been kind of cool if they mixed it in, and obviously they'd have to get permission from the Buccaneers, but as he's arriving to the Buccaneers practice, someone fucking comes in with a roll up. That'd be good. That'd be great. The Buccaneers would probably be like,
Yeah, no.
we have no time
Yeah.
for these childish
What if
games.
they
Yeah.
did hypothetically, let's say Bucks make it to Super Bowl and win, and just do it during the celebration.
Bro, that'd
of the
be
Super Bowl.
fucking great. I mean,
Just fucking.
WWE would have to bank on them winning the fucking...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it would just be something that you would just do if it happened.
Bro, someone just fucking takes the Lombardi trophy, cracks Gronk over the
Jesus.
skull.
That's a lot.
That'd be fucking incredible.
Didn't Gronk dent a
Yeah, he
Lombardi
did
trophy,
in Fenway.
Yeah, because he fucking tried.
Bunted.
Yeah, he bunted. He was pitching with it, and he fucking
I
took
think Edelman threw a pitch at him and
Yeah.
he fucking squared up the butt. I think it's the fifth one.
Yeah.
Has a dent in it, which is
Good meme.
unfortunate.
It's a Gronk dent.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a perfect symbolism.
Yeah.
Of
Gronk held this.
Yeah.
Gronk tried to hit this out of Fenway Park
Yeah.
once. But I think another moment that happened is fucking. Remember when Brady's jersey got stolen? I think it was the Seattle game, the Seattle Super Bowl. Someone fucking stole
vaguely,
his
yeah.
jersey. He finally got it back, and he got it back in time before the Boston Red Sox home opener.
Uh-huh.
And he was there, and they were there celebrating with the Patriots because that's what teams do when they win.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he was there, and he held up his jersey that they found, and
Yeah,
fucking
I
Gronk
remember
came
that.
up and stole it,
yeah, I
and just
remember that.
took the fuck off. Man, I really miss Tom Brady and Gronkowski.
Such a good era.
It was a good era. You know, it was a great era.
It was not a good era.
Week 2 of 2019, also a good era.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, it was
Probably
nice.
my favorite week ever, and Luke's
My
least
my
favorite
least
week
favorite
of all time.
Last season, definitely.
Definitely terrible.
I mean, it
Unfortunate.
was just a bad week for me personally.
It was.
It was bad. I watched I mean, granted, it was the only game that I could say this, but Antonio Brown was a Patriot. That was awful for me.
Fantastic.
It was just a bad time, and you guys won 43-0 against the Dolphins. Yeah. And then Ben got officially hurt, and then they said on like the Monday or Tuesday after the game that he was out for the rest of the year. I'm like, well, shit, we're 0-2. We have Mason Rudolph at quarterback. We've scored like 10 points this year so far. It's like, yeah. Now looking great.
Great week.
It was not good.
I mean,
week 3 was a little better. Tony Brown was then off the Patriots, but we traded for Minka like week 4 or 5 or something.
Really was just downhill after week 2.
Yeah, I mean, week 2 was peak New England Patriots. Yeah. Like in my lifetime. In my lifetime, obviously, other than the Randy Moss team and the undefeated team, that was by far my favorite Patriots team of all time.
Yeah, because our defense was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And then we had Antonio Brown, Josh Gordon, and Edelman.
Yep.
And then Tom Brady.
Yep. And Jacoby Myers was doing okay, I think. I'm pretty sure he was the 4th. Yeah, I mean,
that was Dorsett. That was the 4th.
Dorsett.
Yeah, and he was
doing good.
Caught touchdown passes every once in a while.
What the fuck? What happened?
I don't know.
Antonio fucking... He just had to text that girl.
Yeah,
that was his
they
problem.
Were like, do not
Bro, he literally got called into Foxborough and they said, do not talk to this girl. Let your lawyers and us and we'll try to handle it. And fucking instantly left the facility. And you lying bitch. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? What the fuck? And now it works out for him because he's going to win a fucking championship in Florida with Tom Brady anyway.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this. Last thing I want to bring up, guys. If you have an opportunity, look up Trent Brown, right? Trent Brown's tattoo. His left arm or right arm tattoo. It's a treat. It's an absolute. It's got to be the best NFL tattoo of all time. How old do you think he was when he got it?
He probably got it when he was a teenager.
Let me explain.
Say like 17.
Let me explain it. So, I think it's Trent Brown. Like I think.
Yeah, it's of himself.
It's a tattoo of himself getting blown, and there's like 4 girls.
Yeah.
And the tattoo looks awful. Like it looks like stick figures. Like it's fucking atrocious.
Yeah, it's very.
It's not the most detailed piece.
Like an amateur artist.
It's the funniest shit I've... It literally looks like someone like wrote it on like a sketchbook.
Yeah.
Like it's atrocious. But this dude who makes millions of dollars now has that.
Yeah.
Forever. And it's on TV every week.
I feel like I probably get it covered up, but he's probably real proud of it. I think that's what it has to be. Embrace the shit out of it. Has to.
Great. Fantastic.
It's a wild tattoo.
Definitely look it up. I mean, it's like I'm saying it like it's like this, like you guys think it's gonna be like this crazy porn thing. It's not. It's gotta be the worst tattoo I've ever seen in my life. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. Thank you guys for joining us. Hopefully within the next 2 weeks, or definitely within the next 2 weeks. I'm not gonna say definitely because things happen. Just did.
You just did that.
But we are going to have a special guest on the show, someone who's actually in the sports world, and we're very excited to talk to him and interview him. Other than that, we don't really have plans, you know?
Yeah.
Keep checking in every week.
Yeah, just going with the flow.
Noah, where could they find us?
JNLSportsShow.com, and you will find links to all of our social media accounts and all platforms where our podcast is available, including the ones that you probably never heard of.
Goddamn Deezer.
Like Deezer, bro.
Fucking love you,
Don't
Deezer.
even know how to access Deezer, but
DeezerProbably.com if I had to.
Well, like, is it like its own app? Like, it's like an app on your phone?
No, it's got to be just a website.
Maybe. I don't know.
Does Deezer got an app? Are they in the fucking?
I'm checking this.
Are they in the app store? Yeah, they're in the app game.
Deezer moving up.
Deezer moving up. I'll lose my mind. We give Deezer a lot of. Deezer got an app?
Hold on. Your Wi-Fi is.
Oh, that's
they got an app.
Deezer, let's fucking go, Deezer. So go download Deezer, not sponsored, just the fact that we've never heard about them is hilarious.
4.6 stars.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
24,000 ratings.
Deezer, bro.
Deezer, wow.
We're behind on this.
What if Deezer's like an actual big thing in like a different country?
The Deezer train has already left the station. We're way behind. We're way behind on this train.
Right. Love you, Deezer.
Started in 2007, so it's
damn,
it's deep.
Deep.
Yeah.
They've been doing podcasts forever.
Yeah.
Thanks, Deezer.
Yeah, we're really far behind.
revolutionizing
Shout
the
out
way
to Deezer.
podcasts are listened.
We're not sponsored by them, but
No.
if anybody that works for Deezer,
We would love to be.
I mean,
We love your
good to
site.
me.
yeah,
We absolutely love your app. It's so easy
We found
to navigate.
out that it was an app like 2 minutes ago, but
Just
great.
downloaded
It's
it, guys.
yeah, Deezer. If you want to sponsor us, that'd be ideal.
Yeah, correct.
kind of cool.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening to this stupid show. We appreciate it. See you guys next week.